Is it hypocritical at all? And of course not.
Yeah.
For Americans to be outraged that this Navalny guy could be clearly killed and act shocked by it, as if we've never murdered in cold blood.
Well, we don't know. What's weird about that, there's no reason for Putin to kill Navalny. This is very interesting, actually.
I have a little conspiracy on this.
Okay.
What if we took him out?
Well, that would make there's so much more of a reason for us to take him out.
Because Putin was looking like a darling in our media.
First of all, Navalny's not that popular in Russia. This is the thing. He's been gone for many, was arrested when he came back to the country. He was in this Arctic prison, this polar wolf prison. He's not in any position to come out and run in an election and defeat Putin.
He's not a threat in any way.
In any way. I'm not saying he wasn't killed. Navalny's also pissed off every oligarch in Russia by flying drones over their house and going, look what they bought. So the list of people that want to get rid of Navalny is a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know what reason Putin had to kill him. That doesn't mean I'm obviously not in the prison. I don't know. But he wasn't a huge threat to Putin. And I don't know if the CIA did it either, but if we did it because the Ukraine aid was stalled and we said, now's go time, we get rid of him, it makes Putin look like a monster. It unites Europe.
Yes.
We can kind of push this aid package through. It would be
That's what I said.
Cool. I want to know that they're doing cool things.
We used to do cool shit.
We used to do cool
Kill
stuff.
foreign leaders, change governments.
They're not, these people are not crying about Navalny. They don't care. Navalny was a brave guy, but he was also a guy that started his career writing incredibly negative stuff about Jews and homosexuals.
Don't say.
He was very a very Russian nationalist guy. Then the West started getting interested in him. He changed his tune right away. Starts going, no. Let's stop all of that. And then he started espousing a lot of pro-Western stuff. Great. And, so
he's a grifter a little bit too.
Well, he wants power. His only plan, his only political philosophy was really I want to rule this place. I'm going to be better than that guy. And, maybe he would have. I don't know. But
what'd you think of, why would Putin even do the Tucker interview? What's the chess move there? To me, it felt a little desperate.
No, I think it actually comes from a position of strength. He got an incredibly popular American journalist to not only come to Moscow and let him talk for 2 hours where he dominated the entire interview. He dominated it. And then Tucker went around Moscow making YouTube videos.
That was the corniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
But here's the other thing.
Look how cheap Cheerios are here.
Yeah, it's weird to be a 50-year-old YouTuber in Moscow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Glazing
He's
Moscow.
making Milk Boy-style videos in a grocery store, being like, look what I could get this sturgeon for.
Also, small pushback on very powerful journalists. My feeling is he still has power for sure, but he's been a little bit ostracized, excommunicated.
I mean, he's been ostracized for sure, but I do think that if we want to talk about getting attention, Tucker's name still gets a lot of
killing attention.
He gets attention.
He would be the only person that Putin could get.
No, he's the only person they would allow. Putin's not gonna do, I think Putin...
Megyn Kelly, I think, was the last one from traditional media.
I mean, I think Putin's only served if he... brings in somebody who's kind of more open to his worldview than somebody who's gonna joust with him.
Yes.
So I think it was kind of a smart move. And if you watch the whole interview, Putin doesn't care about, this is very interesting, doesn't seem to care about Tucker's viewers. Doesn't go into trans bathrooms because that's what Tucker's viewers want. Putin goes, I don't care. I'm going to talk about the 1300s. I don't care about you. I don't care about your question. I'm
getting my message off.
Prince Oleg. Tucker's viewers were talk about the bathrooms. I can't go in it. They're women, but they're men, but they're women. Putin goes, no. Prince Prince Oleg was baptized. And people going, what the hell's going on? It's a total power move to bring somebody over and go, I don't care about your questions. I don't care about your viewers. I'm just going to go.
But can a power move be made from a position of weakness, I think is what we were asking. You're going to grab this guy that you can bully and do the power move on because you're weak.
Why is Putin weak, though? He's winning the Ukraine war.
Barely.
The sanctions.
It's the third overtime. It
should have been over.
It's the third.
Well, it could be. He's got 200 nuclear weapons. Putin doesn't want to destroy the entire country of the Ukraine. He went in there with not a ton of troops.
Yeah.
Putin never wanted the Ukraine.
I think he wants a deal, and I think he's really trying to get
He wants a deal. The U.S. is telling Ukraine not to negotiate. We're the ones that telling them we don't want to deal. We're fighting a proxy war with Russia through the Ukraine. We keep telling Zelensky no deal. There could have been a deal before the invasion. There could have been a deal with the Minsk Accords, which we told Zelensky not to sign.
But the powers that be are getting paid. That's the thing that, like, I think a lot of people don't realize is that when we're giving money to Ukraine, we're not giving money to them.
No, it's a viral marketing campaign for for General Dynamics and Raytheon.
Right. But explain that to them. That's like, because you see all these articles, they're like, can you believe it? They're starving Americans here. We're giving money
NATO, they sign on a paper saying all of our weapons purchases are to be from these NATO-approved contracts.
Which just happened to be
Lockheed and General Dynamics and all this stuff.
Yeah, Raytheon.
And essentially, they're like, we're going to put Ukraine in NATO. It's coming. And Putin's like, you're not putting NATO missiles on the border of Russia. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Russia's been invaded through the Ukraine multiple times. Yeah. Russia's been invaded multiple times in its history. Putin's like, it's not going to happen. If you do that, that is the line in the sand. That is the red line.
Yeah.
And that's why we have a war. Now, it's obviously, it's not right. It's a war of aggression. People are dying. It's sad. But the United States fully instigated this war and fully wants it and is enjoying it.
So we're back to what we do well.
We're doing it well.
Yeah,
I mean, we're back.
That's why, like,
we've
why
got
do we
white
have to
people,
tuck our cocks between our legs?
We got white people killing other whites.
We stopped at the brown on brown.
Yes. No, we got whites and whites.
Yes. And then Tucker's going in there fucking it all up.
I don't think he's fucking it up. I think he's making it interesting. I think we get
making
bored.
a mockery.
I think it's boring, and I think it's like we all check out. Remember when that guy...
he's spicing it back up.
Yeah, because it gets boring.
Yeah, we did move off it.
We started to watch Israel and Gaza because that came on Netflix.
Yeah. And we're like,
we go,
that's the new shit.
Oh, this is interesting.
And that game was way better.
And then, but
it's like when Real Housewives of New Jersey brought back Danielle.
You need Danielle.
Danielle is going to spice it up.
It needs to be spicy.
It's great. She's energy. It's an amazing.
You need to bring in a villain so people can get excited again.
Yes.
And I think that's part of what we need to do.
So is Tucker a pawn? Is the State Department telling Tucker, hey, go over there, tell him about the grocery?
No, but I mean, he's allowed to do it. He's not suffering any consequences, nor should he. I mean, it's a free speech thing, but like, I think it serves everybody's purposes. He gets views, he gets clicks, people get interested and excited. Putin gets to get his message out. A bit boring.
Ugh.
He's not exactly fun.
Oh, my God.
But it's interesting. You know, if you listen to him, you go, oh, this is interesting.
I mean, was it?
Certain parts of it, I like when he trolled Tucker and he was like, the CIA, an institution you tried to get in.
That was good. He was ready.
Because Putin's basically saying, I only respect people that are coming here to kill me. I only respect power. The media to me means nothing. I don't care. We own it in Russia. You're a journalist. That means nothing to me. Even if you agree with me, I would respect you if you were coming here to poison me. Because that's my people. That's what we do.
Yeah.
And when he said, they were always our enemies, he smiled a little bit. CIA goes, they were always our enemies.
Yeah.
But he goes, a job is a job. What he's basically saying is like, I respect them because that's the game.
He was like, they blew up the Nord Stream pipeline. And he was like, they did a good job.
Yeah, that's the game.
You know what's fascinating is do you watch these things more than once? Because you analyze this the way
I do.
Guys analyze all 22 after a football game.
Yeah. I watched that. I watched that interview 3 times.
Yeah, because you're picking up on shit that I'm like, I did not.
I just found it really interesting because that's the longest. Putin, by the way, he gives speeches like this all the time in Russia, and they're incredibly boring. He talks about agriculture, production in a province of Russia.
Yeah.
It's incredibly boring. People that live in Russia know that.
Yeah.
They'll be like, the greatest speech, the speech to end all speeches. And then it's Putin just going on kind of about some pretty like generic, vague crap. Yeah. But this was like, he's in his element talking for 2 hours about this war that we have a very skewed picture of, I think.
Do you think his health is better?
I think he looks great. I think we keep writing articles that he's dying.
He's a heart attack, a cancer, his pancreas.
I think it's all a lie. I think it's all a lie. I think he's fine. He looks great. Compare him to our guy. Hold on. Who would you want?
Our guy looks better.
If you're not playing Prize Picks and you're playing fantasy sports, make the switch. Fantasy's a pain in the ass. You know it. You got to set your lineups every week. If one of your players gets injured, you got to adjust everything. You got to be there for a draft. It's so time consuming. Prize Picks is so easy. Daily fantasy app. And most importantly, if you go to prizepicks.com, they will match your initial deposit up to $100. if you use the promo code Schultz. That means if you put in 100, they will give you 100 for free. Look at that. Happy just perked up hearing about $100 free. All right? All you got to do is pick 2 to 6 players every game, anytime, any day that you want to. And if they win or if they go more or less than their Prize Picks projection, you can win up to 25x your money on any entry. For example, tonight you got Mikal Bridges getting more than 24.5 points. Pick more. If you got Mikal Bridges getting less than 10 rebounds, you pick less. There you go. You just did it. I just did a prize pick for you. So it's that simple, guys. Do it on any sport you want. NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, PGA, college football. They even did the World Cup of cricket. I did that back there when I went to that fucking disaster of a final where India lost. Guys, prizepicks.com, promo code Schultz. Get on there. It's super fun.
You know? Would you have Putin on?
Yeah.
Really?
I absolutely would.
They should have had you over there, dude.
It would have been a lot more fun.
Yeah.
It would have.
What would you have done when he starts doing the history lesson? Would you go ba 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 ba?
I would.
Ba, 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 ba.
I think a little of the history lesson was good, but I would have got into it, been like, "What did you think of Prince Oleg? Piece of shit." Between me and you, what do you think about all of this stuff? Do you think these guys, was there any gay activity? You think there was gay activity?
Almost.
Do you think there was any gay activity with Oleg? Let's be honest. I hear Oleg.
We were talking to this historian. Apparently Hitler, big gay.
Is that true?
Or just very, maybe not gay, but very welcoming of the gays.
Was that true?
That's what we heard. And apparently had to like change his policy a little bit later because some other people were not as welcoming. But what was he saying?
Yeah, that there was like a lot of like gay SS members that he was like that were very openly gay that he was kind of accommodating of and didn't really have any issue
I think
with.
at the end of the day, he's like, I think Hitler's thing was we have one job.
Which is?
And if everyone's doing that job, we're not going to run around and get real personal with everybody and nitpick. We have one gig.
Yeah.
We've got a tunnel vision.
Yeah. But then sometimes people are like, oh, but they came for the Catholics too. Yeah.
I know that's...
Yeah, they did come for us. They mostly wanted to come for us.
Yeah, they really try to...
They mostly came for us.
It was really a Catholic issue.
It was a genocide.
That's what I've learned about the Holocaust.
That's the boomers. That's what the boomers do. The boomers see the Holocaust and be like, it happened to us as well.
It's a genocide of white Christians.
If the boomers can be explained in one sentence, it's a woman sitting down drinking a coffee going, the Irish were slaves too.